What's up guys, it's Talon here. In today's video we have a viewer VOD review. Today we're going to be taking a look at TipeShotzz and what he did well in the solo cash cup and what he needs to improve on in his top 20 placement. But before I get into this VOD review guys, if you do enjoy my content or find what I'm telling you helpful, please drop a like on this video, hit that subscribe button, and turn on post notifications. Also, if you wish to support me in another way, use code Talon.fn in the Fortnite item shop, #ad. But without further ado, let's just jump right in. Alright guys, as you can see on the screen we have TipeShotzz POV. As I said before, this is going to be a top 20 performance in the solo cash up. We're going to take a look at what he did well, and we're going to take a look at some of the things that may have prevented him from placing higher. This is going to jump into an endgame where the video starts. It's a nice little 133 crack, not a ton of mats, 17 builds, good finish. It's exactly what you need sometimes in moving zones. It wasn't that big of a finish in terms of materials. Good tarping zone. Good thing RDIC right here. Dead side rotate right here. One hugging side of storm. It's going to minimize your usage of mats. You recycle tarps. As you can see, he's kind of free as well. The water's going to get him very, very quickly. Nice. Very good aim right here. I like the decision to back off. We have mats, so we don't have to box up. Or we don't have to push aggressively and go 50-50 into that. Now playing a little bit open here with the mats. I think that, yeah, just a little bit of wasted mats right there. Either fully commit or not go to it. And we're on a scuff flare. Fortunate right there, we get another pickup, so get some siphon. Very good in terms of materials right here now. We're at backside of tarp. It's one thing I see that's making this a little bit more difficult. Again, earlier, if we just decide to box up there instead of going for that, we can stay up ahead here. Good job of cutting this opponent off and then leaving that, right? You're more than likely going to get that siphon anyways. He's got to go up elevation. Good leave. Cover your head here. I would just be very cautious. There you go. Very good. Very, very good. Now we're at front side. Again, this is first game, though. Keep that in mind. Didn't need to go for that, in my opinion. You have the mats. Now you're at backside again. I like the medkit play. Good recognition that it is going to work. This is going to maximize placement a little bit. And you have floppers. So good. You could sit here, wait, make a high play maybe. I would have popped flop first. Good finish. Nice. Good job done there. Like jumping down there. Little minor mistake. Probably didn't maximize the flopper play. Could have popped first. Maybe gone up for elevation to keep height there. But he is going to win this 1v1, which is good. These are minor little things. It ends up working out. I recognize that breakthrough is probably not the best play. Just nice little 64 tap, but no mats, so jump to ultimate low, and it's going to be basically 50-50. Good aim.
6 kill
very,
on
very
the fucking pad.
good. Hype yourself up. Very, very good. Good clutch winning. 37, we're ahead of zone. 2-1-3 pepper rotations. Good. Little scuff mechanically. That wasted a little bit of mats. We get into this, a bunch of congestion. A good recognize where the zone's going to go. Nice little crack. You get 50-50 into the box here. Fantastic. That's going to be a huge pickup. I like the switch from left over to right, where he knows he was going up where there was a lot of open space. And then he went into all this congestion and just found a nice pick. And he got a ton. He still got the peppers from it. And pop pepper. Make sure, yeah, nice. Cover your head there. Good. Nice. Now we're in. Now we can really start using our peppers here. I would hope so. 500 mats. Good. Still like looking for picks. There isn't just a lot to do. Good. Preemptively smart having this open so you can go efficiently. Oh, I didn't use it. But this is going to get you from back to front, even on a max pull. Good. Claimed low. Low is looking incredibly free. Nice. Gets up ahead. It goes from back to front. That's what peppers are so good for. Nice. Just staying ahead. Peppers are so great, again, in a movementless meta. So using these peppers are going to really allow him to maximize placements. I like this kind of build out ahead. Using his wood for rotations, smart right here, and then switches to metal for his box up. Very smart. Waste your wood on your rotates, and for when you want to use your hard mats to make sure. When you're boxed up, you can do the same thing. Still off the pepper. Doing a good job of, again, getting to front side. Now with the storm taking a bunch. Good. I like the medkit play right there. Go play to front side. Now the only thing I would make sure is that all your builds are yours. I believe that's not his wall, but you just want to make sure of that. Just be aware that could be a possibility of someone adding that on you. Nice. Wait to backside. 6 builds. Leaves it. Wants to get the front side. No mats. Just breaks into old tarp. Doing a very good job of maximizing the placement with the peppers. Gets a nice little 1 pump on this opponent falling down. That was actually on P-God. Good aim right there. Catches him, and that was Ved actually as well. Grand finalist. From Colazzo's trio. Good breakthrough. Just recognized a little bit earlier in that situation that the opponent's going to do that. Nice little 57 crack right here. Ooh, 52. Kind of a little bit of a throw on height. Let's just kind of rewatch and go over. So we get this 57. Know that you have the mats right here, so once you get here, one, it's just a missed shot right here. It's just a little bit too early. You get better. But just recognize that where that opponent has nowhere to go right here, except for round here, because you blocked his way up. So just make sure you build the wall right here. And then, instead of going for the shot. But, very, very good job maximizing placement. You'll take the 2nd place. Now we're in another end game going into, looks like, first moving. Doing a good job. One thing I really like to see is just constantly hugging the storm. This is such a good layer switch, getting pressure to the P90. Just get off that layer. It's worth investing the mats for it. You got peppers. And same thing, hard mats to box into. And then he's got his wood set for when he rotates, because he wants to have his valuable materials. Looks like he's going to maybe play this layer then drop. Yep. He's going to drop to ultimate low, gets 100 crack. I like leaving it. If you're gonna pressure the wall, make sure you at least, I'd say one thing, make sure you block off all your angles, head and especially to the right, since that's where most of the lobby is, so you don't get fried. But fortunately, it doesn't happen there. Doing a good job. If you stay ahead here, you're gonna be so good, because it's from elevation to de-elevation. So when it's elevation to de-elevation, just dropping lower and lower and lower, it's gonna net you so much placement. And you can see exactly why. I mean, he's free for a lot of these rotates. He's hugging the storm. These are in stacked games, so there's going to be a lot. Look at that. Doesn't have to use a lot of mats. Not even using his peppers. Immediately, great layer switch right here. Yeah, just a little bit of mechanical error right there. I think he's on exponential. Yep. Good layer switch. I like the investing the mats to layer switch to get off scuffed layers. Again, you still have peppers. So burning the little bit of mats, you're going to make up for it when you use your peppers to not have to build as much. Good. Notices that opponent gets finished, doesn't commit to it. Waits his own. Now, minor mistake here is not planning out your rotate. So we have this, we're like thinking, oh, we're going to go to the left. This is a minor mistake because this can get you into real trouble, getting a lot of congestion. So we're thinking, oh, we're looking this way, we're in fully built mode. We haven't really planned out our rotation yet. We haven't looked and seen the terrain. And then we're in a very scuffed situation. And we're going to get tagged for damage. But this is why peppers are so good. We can get from front to back. And now notice you get cover your back there. With how wide open it is, maybe place a ramp behind. But you need to just sit here and wait, let things develop for you. Yep. That's exactly what ends up happening. You're at pepper, you're just able to run right by, create little boxes you can, get refarmed on mats. Did a very good use of the peppers, again, which is an excellent way in the rotationless meta to make sure you place well. Like I said, investing those layer switches has kept them alive, and then you can use the peppers. Good recognition that opponent's going to edit up. Good mechanics right there, good switch right there. And this is, again, the peppers can get you out of a lot of sticky situations. Get some refresh on the mats, getting those eliminations very, very good. Gonna pop pepper again. Now recognize that you more than likely don't have height there. You're not going to take damage. Because now you put yourself in a situation where you're second height. You've burned a lot of your mats. Stay low there in that situation for sure. Does a great job of getting an impact. Can't afford to get the mats. He's got one box to play with. Not his wall. Oh, what is his wall? Basically, at this point, everything's just 50-50. He gets killed from high ground. A little minor mistake. Good clutch up to get that elimination, but just you wasted a lot of mats right there. So when we get, let's just go back to it. When you're right up here, I believe it was, I think where I should have gone back to it earlier. It was after you got these heals off. Yeah, right here. One, you're out in the open. You got to recognize that there's no way you have free rotate there, and height's going to look at you, especially. And then you burn basically all your mats here, right there. So just a minor mistake. Let's move on to the next game portion. We're in endgame. Good position right here. Peppers again, 5 a lot. We're thinking 5 peppers in this type of zone. We're thinking max. Looks like we got a refresh of mats as well. Good use of that as well. Now we're going up elevation. Immediately getting to dead side. A very good job again. Notice again, same thing, hugging that zone. We're going up minor elevation. Yeah, make sure you cover when you're breaking your cap mats. It's really not that big a deal to go for. That extra 30 mats isn't worth you dying for, just for playing a little bit open. Minor mistake. But doesn't cost. Yep. And the lobby isn't that great. More of a key game. Good. I like the layer switch from a little bit scuffed because it pulls up that hill. I would have maybe invested a little bit more mats. It's just a personal preference because I think that little layer switch was very smart. You don't want to be in that super scuffed. And good job zone pulls anyway, so it works out. You're doing a good job of staying ahead with the peppers. I don't think with your amount of mats and your peppers, don't even need to look for anything. You don't need to look for an impact of any kind. Oh my god, that's so scary. That is one of the things that hits a nice bailout pump, but one of the things they talked about is most of the time when you box up in wood, I know you're wanting to save for your rotations, but just box up in your hard bats, right? You're 3-3-5, and what nearly gets you killed here, if you don't hit that max bailout shot, you'd be kicking yourself with 4 peppers in that type of mats. if you died with that loadout, just make sure you just switch to hard here. I know you wanted to refresh, but right there. Also, no cone in the box. Wood, it's just easy drop down. And you were incredibly fortunate right here. You were literally 1 HP. And now you're max cap mats again. So that's just hitting your shots clutched up. And now you're behind. You're stuck behind. Max mats, you're doing a great job of getting side zone. Now, one thing that I see is just, this is like, just because the situation is very panicky builds, but in terms of, I believe you're on exponential, if, just one thing I think I'm going to talk about is just efficiently using mats. And this, I believe in just this sequence where it's a real... This is very good. Now you get blessed with a good front side zone. Yeah, just a little bit of mistake there. Just make sure tarp ahead, then get your big off. Just commit to the edit, even though you scuffed it a couple times. So many mats. You almost maybe want to pop your peppers for white hills, and then you find a refresher brick. So many materials. Good layer switch. Now, I like this decision. Go for height. Makes 100% sense. You have so many mats, and you're gifted high ground. Now, this should be... You should be thinking, all right, I need to, one, get elimination for Siphon, and I just need to stay ahead. I have the mats to hold this. Now, if someone sneaks up, it kind of ruins that for us. It's okay. Just a little bit, I guess, better awareness or hide hold. I don't know where exactly it came from. The guy just made a good play, to be honest. Not much you could really do. I like this decision. You got the mats, just drop, and just, you know, you can still maximize placement. You still have peppers. Nice, get a nice pickup. Cover your head here. That's the same thing that I saw before. When you are on people's walls in endgame and you know there's a person above you, right? He just took high from you. Just make sure you cover your head so at least you have some sort of bleed through preventing you from getting fried. Like, I know you want to get in, get that loot, and get maybe another elimination, but you have the mats, just cover your head. Now we're in a horrible situation. We're in a bunch of mats. Now we do a better job. Very, very good aim right there. Now floppers. Not much you could do. You could have maybe gone for the floppers. We don't know how much it is. But you had to get in anyways. But we see a flopper maybe a little left behind. And the opponent just psychos in. Can maybe edit it down also. Not much you can do. You'll take a second place. Now we're going into this end game. We got peppers. Does a great job of hugging the side of zone again. Now we don't have the best of mats, so we know we need to refresh at some point. We need to be looking on this rotate for a refresh. I like controlling a lot of space. I'd sit at the back right here and just kind of wait and let things develop. I have one pepper to use. I'm gonna maybe see if I can catch someone as they're coming in and get a free elimination. Maybe get a refresh of mats. Play that exactly correct, in my opinion. You don't have the mats to make the rotate. Let things develop to you. Pop a pepper where you don't have to use very many builds. And you can go from front to back almost instantly. Good stuff. And we basically make a 200 mat rotation work. Now we're shambles on mats here, so... Doing a good job of doing our best. One full box. No more materials. Again, this is, you can see pepper is so good. Kind of just get out of sticky situations. Nice little 44 crack. Now this is a clutch up right here. Fantastic crosshair placement. Gets that bailout. Now we get a ton of materials. We don't have peppers, though. So we can't pop big. It's a good decision not to. Get to that right. Look how free it is. Yeah, I don't think it's worth to pop the big there. I think you just get a look at all that free space that you could take advantage of. Now you're much more ahead. You're trying to pop the big too much. Yeah. Just heal management. Yeah. Heal management. So here, we kind of, after an amazing just clutch up right there. Look, you're 100. That's relatively healthy for endgame. 131. Look how many mats we have. We have like 600 just mats. And look at that right side. There's literally nobody. You need to just worry about covering your head and going to that right side, right here. We see that one person on the right. Then we box up a backside, so we burn unnecessary mats. Not even get the big off. Now we start tarping. When you could literally just basically just place cones over your head and gone the whole way. You go right here again, box up, trying to. If you just prioritize that first and take what you have, and then you're trying to pop heals, it was just horrible heal management. Actually, you could have definitely placed higher in this particular limit. You had 500-ish mats. This is what I think prevented you from maybe getting a top 10 right here. Is this situation? Just to go over it, just a thing is just cover your head. I would basically just place cones, and after your. Because this engagement right here was so clutch. You get a nice 160 pump when an opponent has full piece control. You get your minis off, and just here on this rotate, let's see if I can get the exact. Look at this. All of this is free. You only have this one person over here. You go over here and like just cover cones, claim the space, run straight through. You know, box up in your metal, get your big off, and then you can continue. You have 400 mats to play with. You could probably, if you efficiently use your mats, you could play another zone. You can make, get ahead or look for a play or sit back and get a shambles player, get more mats. But that is probably just, I would say the heal management was actually really, really bad in this last game. Just maybe something to work on. Yeah, overall. I think those are really, really, really great jobs. Just a lot of good things demonstrated overall is getting to front side, hugging the zone, understanding meta, your use of peppers, understanding meta again, like I said, using the peppers is going to net you a lot. Understanding how to use them. In this particular game, you did a good job of using it. 225 builds to your name. You sit back, you get a favorable pull zone, you wait. You don't get anything, you go front to back instantaneously because the peppers, everything's already developed for you, gives you a little bit more cover. You don't have to use as much mats. Use the peppers to get away, and then very, very good aim overall. I saw a lot of stuff. Good understanding of how to rotate for sure. Definitely a lot of placement oriented. Maybe just a thing is just when you're going for keys, a little bit more protection. I know a couple times you didn't place cones over your head, or when you're slapping on walls in endgame, just make sure you cover as many angles as you can if you have the mats to do it. That way you don't get fried from above, because that'll be what prevents you more than anything. Saw a lot of really good aim. Obviously, I believe in exponential controller players, so I'm not surprised. And that very good close range headshot, shotgun aim, good AR aim up close, all that overall very, very good stuff. Just some little niche things, little mistakes, and then obviously this end game could have definitely improved a lot, dying with a lot of mats. Just again, and in that one situation, boxing up in metal, you did it most of the time. Just the one situation you got dropped down when you had nearly capped mats and hit a bailout pump, but you got to clutch them and hit your shots. We saw that throughout this VOD review. But that is going to do it for today, guys. I hope that you did enjoy. If you did, please drop a like on this video, hit that subscribe button, and turn on post notifications. And I hope I'll be seeing the next one. Peace.